What's up, Passport fam? It's Coach Troy from Passport Fitness, and I've got a stretch video for y'all today. We're gonna go through a full body stretch because I know some of y'all are not stretching at home, okay? So stay tuned. We are starting out down on the ground in a butterfly stretch. This will stretch our adductors, our adductors. As you can see, I'm pulsing my knees up and down gently just for a slightly deeper stretch. Now, if you'd like a further stretch, you can even use your elbows to help push your knees down further to get in there. But it's whatever you're comfortable with, and do it for as long as it feels right. Listen to your body. From there, we are transitioning into a seated hamstring stretch. Just like the name suggests, we're stretching out our hammies, our hamstrings. Try to touch your toes and really dig deep. You can wait a couple seconds, then try to go a little bit deeper. But again, whatever you're comfortable with, make sure you get that other leg too. Now we're transitioning into a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. So have one leg up in front of you, the other leg down, and we're gonna lean forward. You can see I adjust my leg here because you want your knee stacked on top of your ankle. We do not want our knee going over our toes. So please be mindful. Then we can shift our weight back and now stretch the hamstring instead of the hip flexor. I'll shift between these two movements about 3 or 4 times when I'm stretching, but again, listen to your body. Then we're going to switch legs and do the exact same thing on the other leg, stretching out those hip flexors and then leaning back into that hamstring stretch. From there, we'll be going into child's pose. This one will really help stretch out your back, hips, and even your ankles. Take a couple deep breaths and allow your body to further sink into the pose with each breath. From child's pose, we're going to go into cobra. This will help stretch our back, abs, and our chest. I typically go between child's pose and cobra 2 to 3 times during my stretch sessions. From cobra, we're going into cat-cow. This is going to stretch our abs, back, and our shoulders. So inhaling and rounding our back, and then exhaling and arching our back. From cat-cow, we are into our standing quad stretch, and it is stretching our quads. This one will be a testament to your balance, so be patient and take your time. I hold this pose for about 10 seconds or until it feels right, and then switch legs. Next, we'll be going into our standing wide-legged forward fold. This is going to stretch our inner thighs and our legs. Then go ahead and shift your weight over to one foot. This is going to transition the stretch more into that hamstring instead of the inner thigh. Of course, we got to go ahead and get that other foot now. From there, we have our standing side bend. I want you to interlock your fingers above your head and lock your elbows out and fully stretch those arms, then lean from side to side. This is going to help stretch our obliques and then a lot of our smaller intercostal muscles along the sides of our ribs and our torso area, as well as stretching the lower back. So this one's great. Another one that I feel out and just lean into. Please listen to your body. I cannot say that enough. Then we're going into our shoulder rolls. You're going to roll forward and then we'll switch it up and roll it backwards. These will help stretch out our delts, traps, and our rotator cuff. And now we're on to our side to side neck stretches. So just tilt your head from shoulder to shoulder slowly. Then we'll switch it up and lean our head forwards and backwards slowly. Take your time. From there, we have a cross body arm stretch. So bringing that arm across the body and using your other arm to further stretch your arm. This is going to help stretch out that upper back, our shoulders. And if you want to get into the nitty gritty, we're looking at our rhomboids, traps, and delt areas being stretched. Make sure you get that other side too. From there, we're going to interlock our fingers behind our back and stretch. This is really going to help stretch out your chest and your shoulders. And just hold that until it feels right. From there, we have a behind the head tricep stretch. So putting that arm behind the head and stretching it using your free arm to bring the elbow back as far as it is comfortable stretching. From there, we have overhead shoulder rotations. So grabbing a pole or stick, you could use a broomstick. I have a mobility stick here, and just holding it with my hands and rotating my shoulders forward and backwards over my head. And here's a side view for y'all. From there, if you want to get fancy with it, you can rotate it around an axis and further dig into those shoulder areas. And that's a wrap, Passport fam. You can use these stretches every day. Your muscles will thank you. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite stretch below.